Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the latest drama from the long-running soap opera CBS The Bold and the Beautiful. If you're a fan of tangled relationships, shocking secrets, and intense confrontations, you're in for a treat. In this article, we'll explore a gripping storyline involving Luna, Will, and Electra, a trio caught in a web of seduction, threats, and dark pasts. Without further ado, let's unpack the juicy details of this explosive plotline, focusing on the core events and character dynamics that have kept viewers on the edge of their seats. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through the glamorous yet treacherous world of the bold and the beautiful. Recently, Luna has been making bold moves to pursue Will, a man who is already in a relationship. Her audacity knows no bounds, as she has been sending flirty, suggestive text messages to Will, expressing her desire for him in no uncertain terms. These messages, filled with brazen intent, did not go unnoticed. Electra, who is romantically involved with Will, stumbled upon the texts and was immediately consumed by anger and disgust. The blatant disrespect from Luna, who seemed to have no regard for boundaries or relationships, struck a deep nerve with Electra. She wasn't about to let this slide. Determined to put an end to Luna's advances, Electra decided to confront her face to face, setting the stage for a confrontation that would send shockwaves through their social circle. The meeting took place at Il Giardino, a popular spot in the Bold and the Beautiful universe often used for dramatic encounters. As soon as Electra laid eyes on Luna, the tension in the air was palpable. With a steely gaze and a voice laced with authority, Electra didn't waste any time getting to the point. She ordered Luna to stay away from Will, making it crystal clear that she would not tolerate any further interference in her relationship. Electra's words were firm, her posture unyielding. She was a woman who meant business. But Luna, true to her unapologetic nature, didn't back down. Instead, she stood her ground, her response dripping with defiance. She admitted outright that she couldn't care less about Will being in a relationship. Luna's obsession with Will was all-consuming, and she declared that she was willing to do whatever it took to win him over, no matter who got hurt in the process. Her cold, calculated demeanor only fueled Electra's rage further. The confrontation escalated quickly as Electra's frustration boiled over. Her face contorted with fury, she issued a chilling warning to Luna. If she didn't stop her pursuit of Will, there would be consequences. Electra's threat wasn't just empty words. There was a darkness in her tone that hinted at something far more dangerous lurking beneath the surface. Luna, however, remained unshaken, at least on the outside. As Electra stormed off, leaving the tension hanging heavy in the air at Il Giardino, Luna couldn't help but feel a strange mix of curiosity and unease. She had faced many challenges before, and her past was far from clean. After all, Luna harbored a dark secret of her own. She had taken the lives of two people. Yet, despite this, Electra showed no signs of fear or hesitation during their confrontation. This puzzled Luna. How could someone stand up to her with such unwavering confidence? There had to be more to Electra than met the eye, and Luna was determined to uncover the truth. Driven by a mix of suspicion and a desire to gain the upper hand, Luna began digging into Electra's background. She wasn't about to let this mysterious woman intimidate her without understanding who she was really dealing with. What she discovered sent shivers down her spine. Through whispers, old records, and perhaps a few well-placed questions, Luna unearthed a horrifying truth about Electra's past. It turned out that Electra was no stranger to darkness herself. At the tender age of just 14, Electra had committed an unthinkable act. She had taken a life. Even more shocking was the fact that, much like Luna, Electra had managed to avoid long-term consequences for her actions and was released back into society. The revelation hit Luna like a ton of bricks. She had always seen herself as someone willing to cross moral lines, but Electra's history suggested a level of danger and dysfunction that might even surpass her own. The idea that she was facing off against someone with such a sinister past made Luna's blood run cold. This discovery added a whole new layer of complexity to their conflict. Luna had initially viewed Electra as just another obstacle in her pursuit of Will, but now she realized she was dealing with a formidable adversary, someone who might be even more ruthless and unhinged than she was. The parallels between their dark histories were unsettling. Both women had blood on their hands, both had evaded true justice, and both seemed willing to fight tooth and nail for what they wanted. But while Luna's actions were often driven by passion and obsession, Electra's past hinted at a deeper, perhaps more calculated form of menace. Luna couldn't help but wonder what Electra was truly capable of. If she had killed at such a young age, what might she do now to protect her relationship with Will? The stakes of their rivalry had just been raised to a terrifying new height. As Luna grappled with this shocking information, she found herself at a crossroads. On one hand, her desire for Will hadn't wavered. She was still determined to claim him for herself, regardless of the cost. Her feelings, or perhaps her obsession, were too strong to simply walk away from. On the other hand, the knowledge of Electra's past made her question whether this pursuit was worth the risk. Luna wasn't just up against a jealous girlfriend, she was up against someone who had proven herself capable of extreme violence at a very young age. The memory of Electra's furious expression during their confrontation at Il Giardino replayed in Luna's mind, now taking on an even more sinister tone. That anger wasn't just about protecting a relationship, it was the anger of someone who knew how to cross lines that most people wouldn't dare approach. Meanwhile, Electra's perspective added yet another dimension to this unfolding drama. Though the show hasn't fully delved into her inner thoughts just yet, it's clear that she's not someone to be underestimated. Her decision to confront Luna directly showed that she's fiercely protective of her relationship with Will. But beyond that, her lack of fear in the face of Luna, a known dangerous individual, suggests that Electra has a confidence born from her own tumultuous past. Perhaps she sees Luna's actions as a challenge, a test of her own strength and resolve. Or maybe, just maybe, Electra is hiding even more secrets that have yet to come to light. After all, someone who committed such a grave act at 14 and managed to walk free must have layers of complexity, and perhaps darkness, that we've only begun to scratch the surface of. This storyline in The Bold and the Beautiful is a perfect example of what makes the show so addictive. It's not just about love triangles or petty jealousies. It's about the deeper, often disturbing motivations that drive the characters to act in ways that defy conventional morality. Luna's relentless pursuit of Will, despite knowing he's taken, speaks to her single-minded determination and perhaps a deeper need for control or validation. Electra's fiery reaction, coupled with her chilling past, paints her as both a victim of circumstance and a potential threat. And poor Will, caught in the middle of this storm, has yet to fully weigh in on the chaos unfolding around him. What does he think of Luna's advances? Is he aware of the dangerous histories of both women in his life? As the story progresses, his role will undoubtedly become clearer, adding yet another layer of intrigue to this already captivating plot. The clash between Luna and Electra also raises broader themes that The Bold and the Beautiful often explores so well. The consequences of past actions, the nature of redemption, and the lengths to which people will go for love or power. Both women carry heavy burdens from their histories, yet neither seems fully repentant. Instead, they channel their pain and guilt, or perhaps their lack thereof, into their current battles. Luna's willingness to destroy a relationship for her own desires mirrors Electra's apparent readiness to fight back with whatever means necessary. It's a classic soap opera standoff, but with an extra dose of darkness thanks to their shared capacity for violence. The question now is, who will emerge victorious in this dangerous game? Will Luna's cunning and obsession give her the edge, or will Electra's hidden depths and fierce protectiveness prove too much to overcome? As we wait for the next episodes to unfold, one thing is certain, this storyline is far from over. The revelation of Electra's past has set the stage for even more dramatic confrontations, shocking twists, and perhaps further glimpses into the hidden corners of both women's lives. Will Luna use this newfound information to manipulate Electra, or will she hesitate, knowing the danger she's courting? Will Electra sense that Luna is onto her secret, and if so, how will she respond? And where does Will fit into all of this? Will he remain a passive figure in this battle, or will he take a stand that changes everything? The possibilities are endless, and that's what keeps us coming back to The Bold and the Beautiful week after week. For now, the tension between Luna and Electra is at a boiling point, and their rivalry over Will has taken on a life of its own. What began as a simple case of flirtation and jealousy has morphed into a high-stakes conflict between two women with dark pasts and even darker intentions. As viewers, we're left to ponder the moral complexities of their actions. Is Luna's pursuit of Will a sign of true love, or is it a destructive obsession? Is Electra's protectiveness a noble stand, or a manifestation of her own unresolved demons? These questions, coupled with the ever-present threat of their violent histories, ensure that this storyline will remain a focal point of the show for the foreseeable future. In true soap opera fashion, The Bold and the Beautiful has once again delivered a plot that's equal parts scandalous and thought-provoking. The dynamic between Luna, Will, and Electra is a microcosm of the larger themes that define the series: passion, betrayal, and the inescapable weight of the past. Next, we will dive into the latest whirlwind of emotions and drama unfolding at Forrester Creations and beyond, as love, tension, and unexpected alliances take center stage in the lives of our favorite characters. From a surprising engagement announcement to a heated confrontation brewing with hidden resentments, there's plenty to unpack in this roller coaster of a storyline. Let's explore the intricate details of these pivotal moments, as relationships are tested, promises are made, and rivalries flare in the most unexpected ways. A joyous union at Forrester Creations. The atmosphere at Forrester Creations is electric as Steffi Forrester is mid-discussion with her parents, Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester, about the recent departure of Daphne, a key figure in their design team whose exit has left a void in the company's creative vision. Just as they're processing this change, the room lights up with the entrance of Hope Logan and Carter Walton, their faces beaming with uncontainable excitement. With a sparkle in her eye, Hope reveals a piece of news that catches everyone off guard. She and Carter have decided to build a life together, sealing their commitment with a forever promise. She proudly displays a stunning engagement ring, its diamond catching the light as a symbol of their newfound bond. Brooke can hardly contain her delight, letting out a jubilant exclamation as she rushes to embrace her daughter, her heart swelling with maternal pride. Steffi and Ridge, though initially taken aback by the speed of this development, exchange a subtle glance that speaks volumes about their mixed emotions. Yet, the room soon fills with warmth as the trio, Hope, Carter, and Brooke, revels in the moment of celebration. Hope shares how the magical proposal unfolded under the stars the previous evening, a romantic gesture that swept her off her feet in a way she never anticipated. Brooke, ever the doting mother, welcomes Carter into the family with open arms, running her fingers over the exquisite ring and declaring it a masterpiece of love. Steffi, ever the pragmatist, steps forward with a measured smile, offering her sincere congratulations while acknowledging the complexity of this union. Ridge, with a gruff tone that masks his underlying softness, teases about their audacious move to take over the company before reassuring them that their happiness is his ultimate wish. Carter, standing tall beside Hope, speaks from the heart, calling her his safe harbor and expressing his eagerness to blend their lives, including becoming a loving figure in young Beth's world. He even muses about the possibility of expanding their family with a child of their own, his voice tinged with hope and determination as he declares, "This love is unshakable." Carter's commitment deepens as he turns to Ridge, pledging to work tirelessly to gain his trust, not just as a son-in-law but as a partner in the Forrester legacy. For now, though, his focus is solely on the woman by his side, his bride-to-be, as they share a tender kiss that seals their promise in front of everyone. Steffi, softening further, admires the ring's elegance, while Ridge lets out a low chuckle, commenting on the impressive boulder adorning Hope's finger. Brooke, ever the optimist, marvels at how this moment unites them all in agreement, a rare feat in their often tumultuous family dynamics. The conversation takes a reflective turn as Steffi muses on Liam Spencer, Hope's former partner, and how he would likely support her pursuit of happiness with Carter. She observes the serene confidence radiating from the couple, a quiet strength that seems to anchor them. If they truly believe they are each other's destined match, Steffi vows not to obstruct their path but to cheer them on from the sidelines. Carter expresses his gratitude for her blessing, and Hope echoes the sentiment, touched by Steffi's unexpected warmth. Brooke, with a protective edge in her voice, seeks reassurance from Carter that he will stand by Hope through any storm life may bring. Without hesitation, Carter affirms that Hope is his one and only, promising an undivided heart and a lifetime of devotion. Hope, equally fervent, mirrors his vow, her belief in their shared future shining through as she speaks of their unbreakable love. Tensions simmer at Il Giardino. Meanwhile, across town at the bustling Il Giardino, a darker undercurrent of drama unfolds as Sheila Carter finds herself in a tense exchange with her granddaughter, Luna Nozawa. The air is thick with unspoken frustrations as Sheila urges Luna to maintain her composure and keep their recent secrets tightly guarded. With a pressing errand to run for supplies, Sheila issues a stern warning to Luna not to let her emotions spiral out of control, especially when it comes to her simmering feud with Electra Forrester. Luna, barely containing her irritation, scoffs at the mention of Electra, dismissing her as an insignificant nuisance not worth her energy. But as she vents her disdain, Sheila sharply interrupts, demanding she rein in her temper before it leads to trouble. Left alone after Sheila's departure, Luna mutters bitterly under her breath, resentful of what she perceives as her grandmother's wavering loyalty in the face of family conflicts. Her brooding is abruptly cut short by the sudden appearance of Electra herself, whose confident stride and piercing gaze signal a confrontation is imminent. Electra wastes no time in laying down the law, declaring she's there to put Luna on notice about her relentless pursuit of Will Spencer. She paints a vivid picture of Will's discomfort, accusing Luna of crossing boundaries with behavior that unnerves him. With a pointed finger, Electra orders Luna to steer clear of Will, her tone leaving no room for negotiation. Luna, however, meets the challenge with a smirk, her defiance blazing as she taunts Electra with a daring, "And what if I don't? What exactly are you going to do about it?" The tension escalates as Electra questions Luna's lack of remorse, accusing her of shamelessly throwing herself at Will despite his clear disinterest. Luna counters with a sly remark about the lingering look she claims to have noticed from Will, a comment designed to provoke. Electra, undeterred, brings up Luna's past misdeeds, particularly her troubling history with Steffi, insisting that Luna's dangerous tendencies are far from buried. Unfazed, Luna challenges Electra's boldness in confronting her, labeling her a hypocrite for dishing out threats while standing so close to someone she deems a threat. Electra doesn't back down, calling Luna unhinged and soulless, emphasizing that Will would never entertain her advances. She delivers a final cutting warning to back off before matters spiral further. But Luna's temper ignites, her voice dripping with venom as she snaps, Who do you think you are to order me around? I'm not some puppet for a privileged little brat like you. I call the shots here, and if you dare threaten me again, you'll regret it. The air crackles with hostility as the two young women stand toe-to-toe, their rivalry poised to explode into something far more damaging. Conclusion: love and conflict on the horizon. As we've seen, the world of Forrester Creations and its extended family is a tapestry of soaring highs and simmering lows. Hope and Carter's engagement marks a beacon of hope and renewal, a testament to love's enduring power even amidst skepticism and past complications. Their commitment, bolstered by family support, sets the stage for a future filled with promise, though the road ahead may test their resolve. On the flip side, the brewing storm between Luna and Electra hints at deeper resentments and dangerous impulses that could unravel carefully guarded secrets, threatening to drag others into their conflict. What will become of Hope and Carter's fairy tale beginning as they navigate the complexities of blending their lives and professional ambitions at Forrester? And how far will Luna go to assert her dominance over Electra, risking the fragile stability Sheila is so desperate to maintain? Stay tuned to BMB Spoilers channel for all the latest updates as these stories unfold with passion, betrayal, and unexpected turns. Until next time, keep watching for more drama from the heart of Los Angeles's most captivating family saga.